Okay, here's my sound preferences. I like a variety of different tunings, but really what gets my juices flowing, starting from the lower octaves, is in the bass. I like my bass punchy, tight, fast with a kick. I like a little bit of energy down there, maybe a little bit of warmth, but not too much into the getting into bass bleeding. It's got to have enough weight to make male vocals, make piano, cello, percussions, have the right tonality. When it comes to my mids, I do like my mids and mid clarity, but I don't like too forward a mid, so that's the upper mids I'm talking about. So keep the pinna gain down a little bit and not make it too forward a presentation. And when it comes to the highs, I do like my sparkly highs. At my age, I'm probably losing a little bit of the high frequencies. But not too much where it's sibilant and in your face. So that's what I like. Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you about another IM, and this is non-Chi-Fi. This is from a Singaporean brand that I've done a review for once before. I did one on the AAW, or Advanced Acousticwerks 02, and this one is going to be on the 06. Let's jump into a little bit about this IM. This is a 6 hybrid driver. And again, it's one of these where you have two dynamic drivers, and I'll get into that in a little bit. They call them ISOBARIC. There's 4 balanced armatures, and they're in that composite configuration where there's 2 comes out one nozzle, 2 comes out another nozzle. And this one is selling for 436 Singaporean dollars, and that's why if I'm not sure what the duties, tariffs, and taxes are coming from Singapore to the United States of America, but our good buddies down there are suffering from Chi-Fi, so this might give you a fix. And this is an interesting one. I saw one used. I never did pick it up. But a fellow Canuck audioholics did. And this is our thoughts on this one, or at least my thoughts. And we did share some some conversation back and forth, and we kind of agreed that this is a good sounding IM. Is it something absolutely stand out? No. It sounds good. There's nothing popping out. There's no red flags, and there isn't too much saying that this IM is a super banger that you have to have. I mean, it's a decent price, and for what you do get, you get some quite balanced sound with some really nice bass. So this is the Z06, and again, so the pictures that I pulled up at the beginning, these obviously have faceplates that are one-off, right? They're so each set would be different. This set here has got some gold swirls in the red and the dark brown and black, so kind of pretty. That's really hard to see. Pictures are better. This one uses a flush 2-pin, and it has a nozzle that's quite nice. It's very nice shape design, and that's one thing that AAW does say in their marketing. And let's go over some of that marketing I wanted to talk about. So tech overview, introduction. I love reading some of these. It's kind of exciting. The Z06 represents AAW's innovative approach to hybrid in-ear monitor design through the introduction of the bass flow vent pressure system. They must be talking about two things, maybe. There's a big ass, right, vent there beside the 2-pin, and I like there's a red and a blue dot. It's hard to see there, and then on the rear of it, there's also another vent as well. So there's definitely no pressure buildup for people like me that are sensitive to it, and that bass flow vent system is doing something. So to keep going on that one, this system employs a newly tuned ISOBARIC miniature dynamic driver pair to deliver powerful bass. The bass flow vent pressure system effectively manages bass response, creating an expansive sound stage. Concurrently, the Z06 offers a lush, vibrant, and spacious sound signature. I would agree with all of that, except for this isobaric thing. Talking about their bass flow pressure system, the front of the acoustic chamber of the isobaric bass drivers integrates a dedicated bass flow vent pressure system designed to balance pneumatic pressure in the ear canal and regulate airflow to the dynamic drivers. And they're not talking about, I'll get into that. The innovative system prevents pressure buildup for comfortable extended listening while enabling precise control over the bass texture and response by managing airflow. The system fine-tunes woofer performance, enhancing resonances and dampening properties for powerful, detailed bass. Yes, I agree. Quantitative control ensures balanced bass intensity without overpowering mids and highs. Agree with that as well. Quantitative adjustments refine warmth, clarity, and punch, delivering a satisfying and cohesive sound signature. Agree with that as well. Then they get into this dual isobaric woofer system, and they're saying the right words. The Z06 dual isobaric woofer is designed for exceptional bass performance while maintaining overall audio balance. The dual diaphragms and high-strength neodymium magnets, it delivers powerful and precise sound with minimal distortion. That was one of the features of an isobaric configuration. And they go on to saying the isobaric configuration where two drivers work in tandem reduces total harmonic distortion, THD, for and enables deeper, cleaner bass. Advanced acoustic filtering ensures the woofers operate within a specific frequency. Now, I have gone on in the past where isobaric drivers, I've built them for companies. So there's two ways of doing it, a push-push and a push-pull. And in their diagram, they're showing two woofers, and they say working in tandem, comes out a single tube. I question this being a true isobaric. They're saying all the right words that isobaric woofers do in tandem if you have push-push, right? Or push-pull, right? Like that. But they would work together. But I don't think that's what's happening here. It certainly looks like, in their picture, in their diagram here, it certainly looks like both woofers are firing into a common chamber and out that single port. And that technically is not isobaric. Those two are working in tandem together, but not working as a pair. And when you do working as a pair, the whole reason for that was to, again, what they said, to reduce distortion, have better cone control, typically more power handling. And those were all the benefits of a true isobaric design. What they're saying and what is being pictured and what I can see doesn't the two match up. What does it equate to in the bottom end? It actually equates whatever they're doing in this is working quite well for the bass. Zero complaints about the bass department or anything across the line. Everything, it's a very balanced IM across the board. So, and again, this graph is wackadoo. It's a very weird looking graph. But in ears, it actually sounds pretty darn good. Zero complaints. The vocals sound good, instrumentals sound good and natural. Basses certainly stand out. I do enjoy this bass quite a bit. Not a huge fan in their marketing, showing you this graph that's extremely stretched out. Come on, guys, that isn't exactly completely honest, in my opinion. And then they go on to some other stuff, and they're talking about some of the accessories. Well, their case is this is Canadian. It's $500, so this is up there as well, right? I've seen worse, but this is like 64 audio level kind of cable, right? You pay thousands of dollars and you get this cheesy cable. Now, here they're going on about this Epsilon Mark 7 premium upgrade cable. Okay. It does have some nice spin fit ear tips, so I agree with that. The unboxing is nice. I'll show, here's a picture of that. So, I mean, that's decent. This cable, though, this null audio cable, it's supposed to be the OFCC cable. No, it's a UPOCC copper cable. It looks cheap. I'll be honest with you. It looks like this is painted. It looks like it's just painted plastic. Really. And in the splitter, again, you can see inside. It's like, anyway. And again, the ear hooks are like this. Flush 2-pin, which is nice, and a flush shell. So I'd pay $3 for this cable. That's what I would pay. I'm not coming down anymore on it. Who cares? It's a cable, but still, actually not who cares. It's 436 Singapore dollars. So whatever your currency, that's 500 Canadian. That's a chunk of change, and that cable is subpar, quite honestly. So feedback to AAW, up your game. or you're not going to compete. I've got mine on a different cable because this it sounded better on a hybrid cable that had some silver in it to bring out some of the more sparkly details. And then I paired mine up with a couple different sources. I've been testing out that DD Hi-Fi Mountain 3 little dongle, which again sounds really good. But this IM is good enough that actually, if you put a better source on it, it definitely livens up and the staging comes out. That's for sure. So mine is on the Ibasso DX340. Yes, there's some Grapes of Wrath that's playing there. And I've got it on the Amp 14. Absolutely in love with this vacuum fluorescent tube amp card. It's amazing. It's taken my listening enjoyments to whole new levels. Really, really loving it. Some Vivaldi up next. So, what do I summarize this guy with? I think it's an overall good value. I do question some of the marketing, but the results come out where this is a very well-balanced IM that sounds very good across the board for pretty much everything. Is there anything that stands out? Stage? Average? Technical details? Good, average, and remember, and we joke about this in the Canucks Audioholics, is that we've heard some gear, some really nice gear, and we own some really nice gear, and we're a bit snobby when it comes to now comparing a $500 IM to a $17,000 IM, and you can't really compare apples to extremely high-end candy-coated apples. But you do subjectively judge everything from what you have heard, what you consider the best, or to your ears at least. So, and when you see and read reviews, some of that has to come into play in the reviewer's subjectivity and your objectivity, because you're getting biased. You're biased from what you own, biased from what you've heard, your purchases, all of that definitely comes into play. So in this case, this is a set loaned to me by a fellow Canuck Audioholics member, and again, we thank you for your contributions as well. Thank you. So we can get ears on and share our impressions with you about things, and maybe bring some brand awareness to companies like AAW that you may have not heard before, and give you an alternate venue to for your fix, right? You're obsessed, and like me, and it's an addiction. It's a good one. It's a tone deaf monk. I'm out for now.